currently working in the
Okay.
and during my these 6 years, I have worked on the web application pen testing, API pen testing, mobile pen testing, and I have been involved in the blockchain capability building. So today in this session, I'm going to give you a demo of the web application pen testing session. I want this session to be an interactive. Hope this is fine for you as well.
Yeah, 100% is, yeah. I'm so
Okay.
excited to hear the session, and there is one more person also there.
No.
It is a recording, and we may post in the YouTube. So, yeah.
Yeah, sure, no worries. Okay, let me share my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
During the course, these are the topics that we are going to cover, which are from the session management, misconfigurations, injection attacks, and authentication attacks, um, authorization attacks, file upload related vulnerabilities, and denial of service. And coming to the session management, we are going to cover all these topics.
Sorry to
Sorry.
interrupt. Can you just give a brief on why we are doing this today, like a little insight of it?
Yeah, sure. So the main agenda of this session is to let you know the what all vulnerabilities that a web application is having. So most of the today the security plays a major role for all the IT in the IT industry. So as part of once a web application is came into live, before that only we are supposed to identify the vulnerabilities. It's just like a hack your systems before the hackers do. So as part of that, we are going to cover what all things we have to check in the web application. So these are the most of the vulnerabilities that the web application is having. So these all will be covered in the training session. Hope I addressed your
Got it. Yeah.
Okay. Among those, there are multiple categories in the web application vulnerabilities. I have segregated into these. These are the major categories which is related to the session management. For a web application, session is the heart of the application. So server identifies the user based upon the session. Once you get authenticated with the web application, the session ID plays a major role for the identification of whom you are to the application. In those, we are going to cover whether the session ID that application is configuring you is secure or not, whether it is setting the session ID properly or not, whether there are any session fixation. These kind of things we'll be covering in the session management. And related to the misconfigurations, we will be checking about whether we are communicating the server in SSL or via the encrypted channel or unencrypted channel, those things. And there are vulnerabilities like clickjacking. And these SPF demark is related to the mostly the email security kind of thing. And the other most important thing is injection attacks, which is content spoofing, cross-site scripting, SQL injection. With the SQL injection, it becomes a critical if there are any vulnerabilities. We can read the what all users are there present in the database. Those kind of things can be done using the SQL injection. And we have talked about the sessions, right? In the session management, these sessions can be picked by the cross-site scripting. We can grab the session ID of any user, and in case of LDAP injection, we can interact with the LDAP and we can get the details from the LDAP. And these are related to the authentication authentication part, whether how we can bypass authentication, and if there are any multi-factor authentication, how we can bypass the authentication, whether password masking is there. These are basic things, just like whether the password masking is there. We'll be covering some of the basics to the advanced or intermediate kind of thing. And coming to the other category, it is related to the authorization. Here we will try to get the, let's say if admin can add the users to the database or application. As a normal user, we will try to add the users from the admin. Even though if we are not having the admin privileges, we will try to get the details. Or in other way of how can I reframe is, let's say you are having a Netflix account, I'm having a Netflix account. You have added one credit card to your Netflix account. I have added mine. So if I am not supposed to see the credit card details of yours. If I'm able to see the credit card details of yours, right, it's an privilege escalation.
Correct.
Those kind of all things will be covering in the authorization.
Okay.
Business logic bypass. Most of the things, all these are common, but business logic bypass is something we can do only when we understand the purpose of the application itself.
Okay.
So these plays a major role. Why? Because we are disturbing their business.
Okay.
If you are bypassing the logic of anything.
Okay.
This can be done only if we better understand what the application is.
Okay.
This is like a test number of time functionalities can be used is something like, let's say there is a coupon given for us. So each coupon would be, in general, each coupon would be valid for one time. So if we can claim it for a couple of times or more than 2 or 3 once, it would be an vulnerability, right? So those kind of things we'll be checking.
Okay. So if I want to be penetration testing, what are the components I need to be first learn?
For those, we need to excel in the some basics like how the architecture will be working. Application and server is working. Those kind of things. Just the basic things, and we have to get familiar with the tools and these kind of vulnerabilities. How we have to test it.
So suppose I am a layman,
Mm,
so I just passed out the student and I am
mm,
not having some idea. If I ask you career path, where I need to start, can you please highlight me?
Sure. Basic thing is you have to understand how the flow is happening between the web application and the end user. That's the
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
And there are some client-side vulnerabilities and the server-side vulnerabilities as well. So what would be the reason for those vulnerabilities? Just in case of if you take these one, where content spoofing. Content spoofing is nothing but the HTML injection. So HTML injection happens at the client side itself, which means at the browser side. Why it is happening is whenever you enter the HTML code in the user input fields, it will be treating as a HTML code instead of the user input.
Okay.
I will show it in the demo, and at browser side we'll be using the JavaScript. Because if it is not, user inputs are not properly handled, cross-site scripting can be handled. At the back end, we are using the database. So to get the details or anything, SQL database or these all things will be used
So
at
I
the
need to
back.
have the SQL knowledge also.
No, we no need to excel in the SQL. We just need the basics itself. That
Okay.
would be enough.
Okay.
So as we are dealing with a web application, we don't need to learn the HTML or JavaScript or anything. We just being familiar would be an advantage.
Okay. So
But it
select
wouldn't.
statement, update statements, and grouping statements, and those things. If I know, that's good, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
For the basic to intermediate, it wouldn't be required.
Okay.
Just if you understand the, let's say, if you are giving the payload to the web application, if we understand the what we are doing, that would be enough.
Okay.
Just in case of LDAP injection, if we put the star right, it will be giving all the details of users present in the LDAP.
Correct.
So if we know the what exactly doing right, we can give the to test it. Just entering the star would be enough. If it is treating, if there is any LDAP injection attack, I mean whether the application is vulnerable to LDAP injection or not. But to retrieve the information, we need to know the LDAP commands.
Okay.
So basically, yes.
So I in this course I'm going to configure LDAP and applying the commands. Those also will you teaching me, right?
No, we are not going to configure any LDAP or anything. So basically, we'll be taking an application. So from there, we'll be checking. In most cases, LDAP wouldn't be, even though if they are having the LDAP right, it wouldn't be exposing to the users. There will be less chances to get the work on the LDAP. But we should be aware how to test that application.
Okay.
All the test cases are we couldn't able to perform on live or a live application. So I will teach you how to perform the test cases.
Okay.
So once you document it how to perform right, you can the same thing you can replicate to the other applications as well.
Okay.
And moreover, we can will be providing the description and remediation steps and what would be the impact of those vulnerabilities. We can use the for further testings.
Okay. Can you give some yeah. This is the course you are going to cover to me, right?
Yes, exactly.
So can you give me one part of points where basics training? I mean, like so that I'm able to understand. I can, yeah. Can you
Sure.
take one topic and explain to me? Yeah.
Sure. In this thing,
Can we not skip those two categories also? Can you complete those two categories which you have? Yeah, file upload and event.
Sure. These two categories are the related to the file upload vulnerabilities. In this, we'll be checking whether the application is, let's say, we'll be trying to upload the malicious file. Usually, the server shouldn't be allowing to upload the malicious file. It should reject it. We'll be checking whether it is allowing to upload malicious file or not. And other test cases, some applications allow to upload only the PDF files. We will try to upload the .exe files. At the front end, it will be restricting us to enter only the PDF file. But we will explore how to bypass those validation, those kind of validation. And some applications will be having the file size limit of 10 MB or something. We will try to upload the 50 MB. So whether it is, we will be testing whether it is allowing to upload 50 MB or not. These kind of validations will be checking. If it is supposed to allow only 5 MB of file, right, we will try with a 1 GB of file. So the storage will be, they have to pay some amount, right, for the even for storage as well. Those kind of things. And this is related to the, these days we all upload the images to the social media and whatever the media, I mean, publicly we are posting the images. So whenever we are taking the images in our mobile devices, it will embed our geolocation information and all those details from which mobile we have taken the these photos. All those metadata will be embedded in the images. So we will check if we upload those images, right, whether it is removing those metadata or not. So let's say you have uploaded an image to the Facebook. So everyone, those images accessible to everyone. So once I download it, if I see in the metadata, right, it shouldn't be available. let's say if I'm able to see that you have taken this picture at in your mobile iPhone at a location of Hyderabad, so it shouldn't disclose those details, right? That's what we'll be checking. And this is related, this applicable only if the application is having Excel file upload functionality. In Excel, we'll be injecting the malicious file upload, malicious content, and we'll be checking it. And denial of service. Denial of service is nothing but we'll be doing the lot of sending the lot of traffic to the, let's say, in even the around 2019 or somewhere, there is a DDoS attack happened for the GitHub account. So whenever these DDoS is nothing but a distributed denial of service. These attacks happen, right? The service we will be hearing the most frequently hearing that server is down, right? So these kind of things happen when someone performs a denial of service. So let's say in web application is capable to service only 1,000 members. So if the 1,001 request is receiving, right, the 1,001 request will be in the queue. So myself, I will be doing the 1,000 requests. So whatever the legitimated users makes a request furtherly, right, for them the service will be not available. The defensive method for the denial of service is putting the captcha. So every time you make the request, right, captcha will be popped up. So we will try to bypass the captcha here. And in some input fields, there will be a restricted field length. We will try with the whether we can give the unrestricted input fields or buffer overflows or anything. If there is any possibility, those sort of things we'll be doing.
I just
Any other
wanted to,
questions?
yeah, I just wanted to summarize what I have understood so far. If I missed or if I didn't understood it correctly, please you can correct me. So you
Sure.
are talking all this on behalf of a QA, like the roles of a QA, right?
No.
No, is this the job of a QA?
No, it's that is a quality assessment, right? We are doing the penetration testing.
Okay.
Our perspective is from the security perspective,
Got it.
quality or anything.
Okay. So these are all the categories which you have categorized wherein the surface are exposed to the attacker.
Yes,
As
exactly.
the functionality increases, the attacker has lot of surfaces to attack. And you have
Exactly.
categorized them accordingly.
Yeah.
These come with the possible areas where the attacker can get in, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Got it. Okay.
And coming to the tools,
Let me
we'll
highlight
be.
my understanding also. Sorry to take you. So
No.
suppose suppose if I am a developer and I developed application, I have given it for the testing. So after that, this application is going to give for the penetration testers also. They will be checking this all the things like how the SSL configuration has been done for this thing, like whether the application having a SSL connection or a TSL connection. And if though a TSL connection is there, it is going a right approach or not.
Yes.
Translation layer transmission is happening or not. SSL security is happening or not. Without
Yes.
HTTP request having HTTP request without security SSL is whether it is working or not. Those things we are
Yes.
going to test it, right? In the
Yes.
once I completed this testing, I'll be able to test all the things, how it
Yes.
works and all.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. So whatever you have mentioned about the TLS, those are things, right? Those are the basic things. So we'll be testing as part of whether if there are any misconfiguration. Even though if we are working, if the application is accessible or HTTPS, we'll be checking whether it is configured with the proper version or not. Whether it is using TLS 1. Above TLS 1.2 or not. All below versions are having the different vulnerabilities like padlock or and other one more vulnerabilities there. Those are there. So we will make sure that whether the application is using TLS 1. Yeah, both TLS 1.2 or not. Those all things.
Okay, yeah, you can proceed once. Thank you so much for a detailed explanation. Yeah.
No. There are multiple tools there are available in the market, and basically we will be concentrating on these tools. Burpsuit will be our weapon for this penetration testing, and SQL map to perform the SQL injection attack. And a lot more online tools, I mean, other web applications we'll be using. We'll be exploring those while we are going into those session. For this session purpose, I would like to give an demo for the injection attack, which will be these one, injection attack. So among these, I'm going to concentrate on these two, content spoofing and the cross-site scripting. Okay. What do you mean, what exactly the injection attacks is? So it's an security vulnerability, as you already know. This occurs whenever the application interrupts a user supplied inputs as a command or instruction. Let's say, let me open. This will be our demo set for this for the session. Hope you are able to see my browser. Let me know.
We are seeing this.
We could only see injection attacks.
Okay. Let me reshare. Can someone check whether this site is available or not?
Can you paste that URL?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just buffering.
It's loading, right?
No, it's not.
Actually, this is an application which is deliberately dedicated for the to test the application. I mean, to practice penetration testing.
Okay. It's showing the same for me also. It's just buffering.
Okay. Then we can download it to the local. Even before our session, I have checked it. It's working. Now it's not loading.
You're downloading from the GitHub, right? Yeah, this is the
Yes.
GitHub where all the projects are available. I think you are downloading from there, correct?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Usually, this application will be available directly for testing lively, but now as it is not available, right? We can download it.
Okay, okay.
It will be running in our local system.
Okay, yeah. It is a GitHub, and from the GitHub, somebody has uploaded, you are downloaded, and you are downloading, and you are going to show that demo on that application, correct?
Exactly.
That is the command which will help us to download, correct?
Yes, exactly.
So we'll be having a GitHub, and with that GitHub command, you already configured. That is the reason. If you as soon as you did the clone command, you will be able to download it. It's a Node.js
Yes,
application.
yes. We are using the. We are trying to run the application using the Node.js.
Yeah, yeah. I think already Git is there starting. Yeah.
Yes. Just cloning the repo.
So you just got the repository of what is there in the GitHub, and you have downloaded
Ah,
that all the file. Yeah. Now you are
yes.
going to use the commands, and you will be running that application.
Yes, exactly. I'm just going to follow these steps,
Okay.
nothing else. So by the time we're running these commands, right, it will we should be able to access the application at the local port at port number 3000. Yeah, install. So basically, in cybersecurity, we should have the patience. These kind of things happens all the time, and even if we are using the Kali Linux, right, tool will be irritating while downloading, or we should be have patience to try in different manners.
You are installing that application, whatever you have downloaded, that one you are installing, right? npm is the
Yes.
command, install is the okay.
Yes, exactly. npm install.
Yeah.
Just paste this. I think. Meanwhile, if you have any queries or anything, you can ask me.
So once you, nothing, as of good, as of now, we are good. Yeah.
Cool.
What is npm?
Yeah, I'm about to ask that.
It's a package manager.
Okay, Node
Just
Package
like
Manager. Node Package Manager. I just Googled
yes.
it. npm stands for Node
Mm.
Package Manager.
Good.
It defaults manager for the, it's a
Mm.
default package manager for the Node.js.
Mm.
And now, what is the Node.js?
Node.js is something like instance. We can assume it will be running the applications. So basically, we can install these in two ways. One is from via the Node.js, and this other is from the Docker one. So we can run the Docker or we can download it via the Node.js. It's basically developed on the JavaScript itself.
Thank you. So some people, I mean, like I have knowledge I want to share here. So Node.js is an open source and a cross-platform environment where we can run these applications. So now Sara has used one word called as Docker. The Docker has the latest technology where that is also container where
Yes,
you can deploy the applications and all.
exactly.
So to just give you more employment, what is the deployment if you ask me? In Identity IQ world, we deploy IAQ in the Tomcat, right? That is called, that is going to step over here. I mean, like the step
Oh,
will not be there here. Deployment in the Tomcat will be not there here if you are using the latest technology, Node.js and all. Am I right, sir?
yeah.
Yeah.
And before that, there are in the cybersecurity field itself, there are multiple things we do before start getting into the penetration testing. I will cover those until before we get these things. Okay.
Okay, that's something that dependencies files are not there. Looks like we can fix it out. Yeah. Of course, that is a deprecated one only. That is a deprecated one only.
It's
No problem.
very.
Sir, just give demo somebody. Just give background. Somebody joined right now, and you just tell him one word
Oh,
what we are doing, so that he'll catch up the points what we are doing.
I think Sai, right?
Some
Sampada. Hi, Sampada. Just we are covering the what all vulnerabilities are present in the web applications. We're going to give the training in near future on those how to test the web application penetration testing. Among those, now we are going to give the demo
sir,
for the.
he's just connecting, sir. I think he has not connected. He's connected, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Shall I go ahead now?
Yeah, you can go ahead. 1 minute. Spend 1 minute. Yeah.
The agenda of this call is to let you know give the overview of what all vulnerabilities are there in the web application, and we have explored these all categories of web application and the tools that we are going to use for the web application penetration testing. In the process of web application penetration testing, we will identify the vulnerabilities present in the web application. That's it, as simple as it is. And for those today's session, we are giving the demo of content spoofing and the cross-site scripting. For that, we have installing the this application Juice Shop, which Juice Shop is an application which is deliberately built with the vulnerabilities. That's an short overview of these pods, what's happened so far in the pod.
So
if you have
it
any
is
queries, whoever
some
joined, if you have any queries, you can ask me.
Yeah, it's for Sampada. The question is for Sampada, if you can.
No query.
How Docker as well. Let's try with that as well. If it doesn't work with the and Node.js, right?
Sir, it came because of that deployment, that installation, this Docker and
No, it's a different one. It's a Docker one.
Okay.
It's taking long time, right? So I thought of trying with Docker as well in parallel.
Okay, sir. Okay.
In the different tab, I'm just trying to pull the image of a juice shop from the Docker hub. So once we run this command, right, what exactly it will do is for all the this will be an image in the Docker hub juice shop. So this will be downloaded to our local machine.
Okay. By using this command, it is going to pull from the GitHub to our Docker, local Docker.
Oh, it's not from the GitHub. Just like Docker Hub is nothing but like it's like a storage space where you can store the images.
Correct.
Image is like a template of some container.
Okay.
Just like if we assume in case of AWS, we'll be having the templates, right?
Correct.
You can assume of image of something which upon running it, it will be creating an instance.
Okay. I didn't understand. Can you elaborate it more?
Let me put in this way. So why the Docker has came into presence, existence is basically in developers will
I'm
feel
aware
that
of
there
it.
is
Is
a common.
what Docker will do, I am aware of it. Actually, it is a container. But what this command is do, I didn't understand.
So for building the container, we use the images.
Okay.
To store those images, there will be a one repo, just like we are having GitHub for storing our code, right? For storing the images, we have the Docker Hub.
Okay.
Everyone can store their images here.
Okay.
So from here, we are pulling the image of Juice Shop.
Okay. Juice Shop also, they kept their image here, so we are pulling. Okay.
Yes. If you want to create one image, right, you can just create one image and you can push to this Docker Hub.
Okay. So if somebody want, they can download the image, they can use
pull
it.
it.
Okay.
Using the pull command, Docker pull.
Okay.
This is a
Suppose
username who created this image, Juice Shop.
Okay, got it. Suppose if I developed a library development application, I can deploy here. If some other country they want develop library development application, they can use this command. They can deploy their own local Docker, and they can use it there. Okay.
Yes, exactly. Now I'm running this command to run the application. And to start the, we have downloaded the image. Now to make this as a container, we are running this command.
Okay.
Docker run. We are giving the port number. It should be
And the
accessible.
localhost, instead of localhost, you are giving 120.0.0.1. Okay.
Exactly.
And you are giving a port number, and you are giving that Docker image.
Exactly. This will be accessible over this port.
Okay. Yeah,
3000
I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Even there is a, in the umbrella of cybersecurity, there are multiple domains. Docker security, container security is one of the domain.
Okay.
So we will be installing the Qualys or Aquasic. There are tools like Qualys and Aquasic.
I heard that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Qualys and one
Will
more.
be Aquasic.
Okay. Okay.
We will be installing the sensors of those particular tool in the infrastructure. It will be scanning periodically at the configured time, and we will be fetching the reports from the Docker, Aquasec or Qualys.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Finally, we got it.
Okay.
So you got it right, what we have done so far?
Yeah, I got it. Can I summarize?
Yeah, sure. I'm just
Basically,
this tab,
yeah.
whichever we have used for Node on.
Okay. Basically, what we did one failure stage, and in a successive stage, there are Docker images are there. And from the Docker hub. We have downloaded one Juice Shop image, and we have deployed into our local Docker. And now we are going to learn about that injections.
Yes, this is a vulnerable application.
Yeah, vulnerable application. Yeah, actually, this is they kept as a vulnerability, so we are going to test it.
Exactly.
So, for my understanding, vulnerability is a bug. It is a risk for the application, threat in the application.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going back. So we are going to cover these two vulnerabilities for this session.
Okay.
One is for the content spoofing.
Okay.
Content spoofing in the sense HTML injection. You got it right? HTML injection. So what we are going to inject? We are going to inject the HTML commands. Okay. Now, if you see,
one question. So in GitHub also, I could see the details of the Docker. So, can you just explain a little about it? It's just a container wherein the application is hosted and we have downloaded it, or something else?
No. This is the Docker is the it's an usually Docker having two components. One is Docker client and Docker engine. So this is Docker desktop, which is an used to run the containers, run and build the images or containers.
Okay.
So
Image
this
is
is just
nothing
a
but
tool.
the copy of the application, right?
Yes.
Okay.
To pull this image called Juice Shop, we need the Docker to be installed. I already have the Docker installed.
Okay.
So I haven't installed the Docker.
Okay.
So later I have pulled the Juice Shop image using this command, Docker pull.
Okay, so the Juice Shop image can be taken into our system using Docker or Vagrant or any other, the GitHub. Those three are the tools which we can pull
GitHub
it.
is a different one. This is I forgot about this one. I'm just copying the commands. We are not pulling anything from using the Docker. We are not pulling anything from the GitHub.
Okay.
So this Docker tool, what upon running Docker pull, what it will be doing is it will be fetching this image. So it will have to search where it is there, right? Usually by default, it will be checking this image from the Docker hub.
Yeah, what my question is, Docker is one way and Vagrant is the other way.
Yes,
Which is below it.
Node.js is other way.
Okay, yeah.
There are two ways. We have tried both the ways to not to waste our most of the time. That's all. Nothing else.
Okay, got it.
Okay, I'm back to again. So where we inject the user in, inject the inputs, usually in the search fields, comment section, or any other input field. Do you think is there any other fields where we can enter the fields and forms? Okay, great. Hello.
Yeah, if there is anything like giving the feedback.
Where we can provide the enter the input, any input.
Okay.
These are. So here I can see that there is a search button. So in this Juice Shop, what if we search with anything, right? It will be checking for the any product. So it will be giving the things which is relevant to the keyword that I have entered. So I have entered the apple. It reflected the here as well. So whatever I am entering here, it is getting reflected, right? So now I'm going to a W3 schools. So this is the HTML content. So let me remove these four things. If we run this, right, this is what we are getting. Just remove the additional things to avoid confusion. I'm just giving center. So if we give this, right, we are getting the web application pen testing as center. Got it, right? This is just an HTML command. I mean HTML tag. Are you clear here?
Yeah.
So if we enter this, right, I mean, if you enter this in HTML page, right, if you open this, it will, this is what it happens. So even if you want to see the HTML of this page, right, you can click on Control U. This is the backend data. Whatever you are seeing here, right, this is the source code Because of this, we are getting this thing. Got it right? Any confusions or you can ask me, feel free to ask me. So because of this, you are seeing this one. So
I got it. View source, you have taken all the data and you are showing me, correct? In the front end, it is appearing.
exactly.
Yeah, view source you are taking. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So now if I enter the Apple, right, it is getting reflected as Apple. So here what I will be doing, right, I am copying this HTML content and pasting it here. See where it appear. So usually it should appear here, right, just after this one. If I remove the center, this is a simple input we have given, but after putting the, I'm just giving the HTML tag center.
So it's
It is
not
getting
supposed to happen, right? Like anyone can change the website content.
Exactly. So it shouldn't happen. So what it should be doing is it should be checking, it should have the proper sanitization of inputs. It shouldn't trust the user supplied inputs. This is the input I have supplied for this application. So it shouldn't trust this one. It should sanitize the input. So this is as simple as we can think of what we can do with this simple if it takes. Now let me ask W3 schools a login form. Yes. Here I'm pasting this content. See what it happened. You have injected the login button here. So if you directly click on this login, right, you are asked to enter the username and password. So the interface, whatever you are seeing, is the Juice Shop itself only. So if you, whenever you enter the details, right, it will be sent to the hacker one. So with, the attacker will get the login details of yours. You got it right?
Actually, I didn't get you. Why you copied there?
So
He's just
usually this,
showing, he's just showing the vulnerability where it can exist. This is one of the surface where the vulnerability can happen, right?
yes,
Oh,
exactly.
some people can come here and paste this XML code and they can get the login form. They can somebody enter the details. They can use the details. You mean to say that? Can you?
Yes. So if you see, right, whatever the query you are mentioning, this is the search query usually. So
Correct.
whatever the query you are entering, it's there in the URL itself.
Correct. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So what I will be doing is, so far I have not even logged into the application itself. I will copy this URL and I will share. So whenever you open this URL, you will be getting this button.
Correct.
Login button.
Okay.
So whenever the victim clicks on this, a login page appears. He thinks that it's a login page for the juice shop, but it's not for the juice shop, right?
Okay.
These are the content added by us.
Correct. I got it. Can you give me that URL? I'll try in my system, and so that, or else you can, incognito mode, can you open and see whether it is coming in the log? Yeah.
Yes.
Copy this and
But
incognito mode, can you open and see?
at your end, it might not work because it's working on local, right?
Okay. Got it.
You
Leave
can
it.
try
Yeah.
on the this
Okay.
incognito.
It came. Login screen.
Yes. Why? Because the water, it's there. All the query is
Okay.
present in the this only query itself, right?
Got it.
So when the victim clicks on this page, right, they will enter this username and password. Even the user checks for the URL. This one, the URL would be the same. It will be on the HTTPS only. So usually, from the everyone will check for that, right, whether the application is accessible over HTTPS or not. Yes, it's working on the HTTPS, and the site is matching to the juice shop itself. So everyone will feels that it's a legitimate application only. But because of this HTML injection vulnerability, someone can grab our credentials.
I got the point.
Got
Actually, like this, you can give some URL and give it to somebody. They will enter the details, and whatever they enter, they can steal the things. Yeah, I got it.
It's exactly. So based upon this, these kind of things we will be identifying and we will be reporting to the application team.
This kind of XMLs we will keep it and will show that. So this is what vulnerability happened. Okay, thank you. Okay.
Yes. This is the one of the vulnerability related to the HTML injection.
Okay.
So the second one is related to the cross-site
Since
scripting.
we are keeping HTML tags in the search and we are sending, that is called it's called as HTML injections. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So why this HTML injection is occurring is because the application is our user supplied input is being interpreted as a HTML content.
Okay.
So if we are able to make sure the application is not interpreting our user supplied inputs as HTML means we have mitigated the vulnerability.
Okay.
I mean, we have to make sure that this application shouldn't interrupt as a command or instruction.
Okay.
So whatever we have given, right, the application shouldn't treat as an instruction or code. Similarly, let's say here this is just a search query, right? If I enter the SQL command, if at the back end, if the database treat that as a command, right, SQL injection is possible. You got it, right? Let's
Yeah,
say
I
if I
completely got
enter,
it. Completely got it.
that's it. Now let's move to the process scripting. Before going to process scripting, anyone have any queries? Okay, creating silencers, no.
Continue, sir. You can continue.
So I'm just running this query. Okay. Now the same search field I'm utilizing it for the using the process scripting. So here I'm asking the W3 schools for the image tag. So this command is used to this command. I'm just concentrating, focusing this one, image tag. This is in the HTML. Image tag is the one which is used to embed the, use it to include the image in the web page. Got it, right?
Yes.
Any confusions?
No.
It's just an image type. So if we want to post anything image here, right? For this at the backend, it should be having an image tag. So for that purpose only, it's showing an image. So here it has shown that in the image tag, this is the format. It has to show the source. What's the source? Source is the image.girl.jpg. This is the image they have given. They have given the width and height. If we change this, right, the image size will be changing. Got it, right? This way. So I'm just removing this as well. Okay, in some cases, what happens is if the source, this image is not available. So we mentioned that to reflect something on error.
Yeah, even we can replace it with alternate text, right? Alt text.
Yes. So I'm just renaming it to make sure. In case of not available, we'll be getting this one. In case of HTML, now what we are doing is we are integrating, we are in the image itself, we are embedding the JavaScript one, which is on error. So now I'm just copying this one. I'm just copying this one, going back to the OWASP Juice Shop. In the search query, I'm giving this thing. Right.
Maybe there won't be braces here. Will you have braces?
Be there. The image is not there. It makes no sense for putting this as well.
Okay, that's fine. Like, let's proceed. Like, this is okay. Yeah.
See, I have mentioned the excesses. Let me Previously, whenever we have used a different, right, it wouldn't be, it haven't, we have tried this, right? Okay. We haven't got it. The reason might be for whatever the inputs we are mentioning, right? They may put the some length restriction as well. So the input field should be the these only. So the mention the input field like till 30 characters, right? It may be choosing till 30 only. So it will consider this payload till here only. So if this is not there, right? So it wouldn't be considering that.
Sir, somebody joined. I'm just giving a background what is going on. You can continue, sir. Actually, sir is explaining about a couple of functionalities. We are mid of the session, and he just completed injections. Now he is demonstrating one more component, and he has downloaded Juice app, Juice application in the Docker, and we are trying for the next. I'm just giving update to you.
Process. So here what we have done is we have given the image tag source as X, which doesn't exist now. So in case of doesn't exist, right, on error, it should execute this command. This is a JavaScript command. We are embedding the JavaScript command in the HTML one only itself. Got it, right? So for every time this keyword is used to get the pop-up of the pop-up in the browser. So in the pop-up, we are asking to get the XSS one. Got it, right? So if we enter this one and provide this in the providing session, we'll be getting the pop-up of XSS. Got it, right?
Yeah.
So we are getting what's the advantage or attacker can achieve from this one. So from this, nothing we can do, but the reputation of the web application will be losing. That's one part. And what further we can do from this is, let me show you one more thing. In the JavaScript domain, there are some keywords which is used to access the application one. Document.domain. And the other is document.cookie. I'm just replacing this with here. So if we execute this, right, we should get the pop-up with the domain name, which is localhost 3000. I'm just hitting enter. See, we are getting the localhost. This is the domain which from which we are accessing it. So furtherly, we are putting with the document.cookie. I'm just pasting this comma and hitting enter. This is the cookie of this application currently we are having. So what exactly we can do with the cookie or cookie is that once we authenticate with the application, right, the application sets the cookie for a user, for each user. The session ID will be set from the in the cookies. So each user will be having the one unique session in the cookies.
Okay.
So if we are able to grab the cookies of one particular user, we indirectly or we got the access to the application from the victim perspective.
Yeah, I
Let's
got
say,
it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, user session, we are going to get it. So if you get the user
yeah.
session, we can steal his all information on that. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
You can interrupt and all. Yeah. Cookie is a piece of information of the user which is set in the browser. Cookie is
Yes,
definition.
exactly.
Cookie is the piece
Exactly.
of information which is identified for the client in the browser.
So let's say you have authenticated to the SBI bank. I have authenticated to the SBI bank. Once after authenticated, how would be the SBI server identifies that this request is from Vamsi or Nandana. So what exactly will happen is the web application, whenever you are trying to transact some amount, right? Every time it will be including the session ID.
Correct. Very
So
good.
based upon that, the server will be identifying that this request is from Vamsi, or this is whether this request is from the Nandana. That way, the server will be identifying based upon the cookies. So if we are able to steal the cookie of some user, you can make the transactions on behalf of that user. Got it, right?
Yeah. Completely. Nice explanation. I really liked it.
So
Yeah.
this is how we can grab the session IDs if the application is vulnerable to the cross-site scripting. So similarly, we can draft a script to send to a particular URL. So it's just a showing to me, right? Just showing the cookie to me. So I will draft the script to send this cookie value to particular URL. So what you will be doing is you will going to the AWS, you will be launching one instance, one URL. So whatever, so whenever the user opens this URL, right, it will be sending the cookies to your web application which you have posted. So soon after you get the cookies, right, you can use their cookies and you can perform the whatever actions on behalf of them.
Okay. By doing this thing, you can redirect this cookie information to one URL and they can steal that our information. Okay, got it.
Yes, yes. In real
Oh,
world, how all these things happen, but as a security perspective, right, we will test till this whether it is
okay. I
vulnerable for
understand. Yeah, great. Okay, cross-site. Okay, got it.
scripting. That's what I have planned for
Okay,
today's
thank you.
session.
Yeah. A lot of
Any other,
content I learned. Nice, really nice presentation.
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Any other queries or anything?
Yeah, I'm good, and we can wind up the session.